Good afternoon, everyone. Next Generation Weather Forecaster Joe Shaka looking at what is going to be, I believe, it should be named a tropical entity coming off the South Carolina coast that will develop off the outer banks of the Carolinas Friday night, tomorrow night into Saturday, and then move north-northeast. And I think my intensity now, seeing the latest European, maybe underdone here. Maybe it gets to 50 knots instead of 40. But here's the track at least I had out yesterday afternoon. Let me see if I can zoom in here a little bit more, tilt the camera up here. But you can see, here's what I had for the track yesterday. I had 30 knots 8 a.m. Saturday, 40 knots 8 p.m., and then 40 knots Sunday. Now, I may have to put another track out here and crank these up to closer to 50, 55 knots. Again, seeing what the European and some of the other guidance has been doing with this particular storm. And I think and I'm very, very worried that maybe even 50 or 55 knots may not even be enough. Maybe it becomes 65 knots. I mean, it's possible you could pull a Category 1 hurricane out of the bag here, and I'll show you why that is not completely ruled out. Let me see if I have it right here. I do have it. Okay, so why am I worried about this becoming a issue? Well, let's take a look here at the maximum potential heat energy and wind intensity guidance that is here from the Weather and Climate Data Center here, and you can see if other conditions are favorable in the ocean, how strong a system like this can get. So let me just hold on here and pull this back here, and you can see the now the outer banks are right here. I'm going to zoom in on this here so you can see where I'm talking about. So the outer banks are right here, where the water is about 28 C. So it's about, I don't know, 83, low to mid 80s, 82, 84 degree water out here, 26.5 C here, analyzed by the sea surface temperatures. And you can see here the central pressure for a tropical system, potentially, if other conditions, other factors are favorable. And you can see, if you look here at the color shade, you can see the red, that this could become, 930, 940 millibar low, but thankfully it won't, because it's going to be moving and it won't be able to sit over these waters for more than about 12, 18 hours or so. And then here's the potential intensity. You can see you could support a Category 5 hurricane over here. And even now up in New England, and this is my threat, and this is my fear, you can see Long Island here, almost essentially up to a Category 2 hurricane in that red. So this is certainly a serious situation. I don't know if you want to say serious, but it's becoming a concerning situation, at least seeing how warm the water is, knowing there's a system that's going to stay over this warm water, and now looking at the jet stream dynamics, all of this coming together, that you can pull a 50 knot, 60 knot tropical system out of this, if not even a 65 knot tropical system out of something like this, despite it moving so fast. Now here is the jet stream configuration over here for this is now Saturday evening, and the storm is off the Delmarva Peninsula, or off of the Cape May, New Jersey. Now, because the jet stream winds are going to be light, they're still going to be about 40 to 50 knots up and through here. But when you have a developing system over warm water like this, and you have energy being evacuated from the system, it's going to help intensify. You're venting the system. The system that's going to be over here is going to be ventilated by the upper level pattern. You're sitting over this kind of warm water. What do you think is going to happen? The system's going to, the thing's going to develop. I mean, there's no denying the physical processes that are going to go along with this kind of a setup. And I think that this is going to really raise a ruckus. And I am still waiting for the National Hurricane Center to put an X on this. Maybe over the next day or so, you'll see this thing get highlighted, and then you'll maybe even see this thing get named. And I think it should be named, given again what you see in the guidance, and knowing what kind of situation you have regarding what's going on here with the SSTs, the sea surface temperature and all, is that this thing has the potential to maximize its use over the water, even though it's going to be for about 24 hours. 24 hours over this kind of warm water, I think it's enough to really crank this thing up. And I think 75-mile-an-hour storm is not out of the possibility at this current time, given what I see going on. So, very, very interesting situation to look into over the next 12 to 24 hours to see the exact evolution of the processes that go on. But definitely something to keep a very, very close eye on here in southern New England as we head into Saturday, into Sunday. That's it for now, and thank you for watching.